Hi friends, today in this class we will discuss about algorithm. Actually, program design process has two phases. One is problem solving phase and another one is implementation phase. The first one is problem solving phase and the second one is implementation phase. These are two phases are there in program design process has two phases. Program design process has two phases. The first one is program solving phase and the second one is implementation phase. Program solving phase. In this phase, what we will do is we will create algorithm. We will create algorithm in this phase. And in the second phase, that is implementation phase, what we will do is algorithm convert into programming language. In the first phase, what we are doing is we created algorithm, and in second phase we will convert this algorithm into programming language. Okay, here algorithm convert into programming language. This is about these two phases, and now in this class we are discussing about algorithm. So the definition of algorithm is algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. Algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. So this is the definition for algorithm. Algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. Okay, and for this algorithm there are some properties. So what are that properties are? Means properties of algorithm. First property of algorithm is input, and in this input what we will do is algorithm must have 0 or more number of inputs. For this algorithm without giving input also no problem, and we can also give input. So algorithm must have 0 or more number of inputs. So input algorithm must have 0 or more number of inputs. And the second property of algorithm is output. In this output, algorithm must produce one or more outputs. Algorithm must produce one or more outputs. The algorithm which is written must produce one or more outputs. And the third property is definiteness. Definiteness. In this definiteness, each step of algorithm must be clear and unambiguous. Each step of algorithm must produce one. Each step of algorithm must be clear and unambiguous. Here we use two words, clear and unambiguous. Clear means without any mistake. Without any mistakes. And unambiguous means without any doubts. So definiteness means each step of algorithm must be clear and unambiguous. Each step of algorithm must be without any mistakes and without any doubts. Fourth property of algorithm is finiteness. Finiteness. The algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. Finiteness means the algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. There should be end for the algorithm. Finiteness means the algorithm must terminate after a number of steps. Must end after a number of steps. And the fifth property is correct. Correct. In this correct, for every input instance, it holds with the correct output. For every input instance, it holds with the correct output. Correct output. For every input instance, it holds with the correct output. Means if we take input 2 plus 3, then output will be 5. Then it is the correct output. Like this we want to get the correct output to the given input. For every input instance, it holds with the correct output. If it gives 7, then it is a wrong algorithm. It is considered as a wrong algorithm. Okay. So correct means for every input instance, it holds the correct output. And the sixth property is effectiveness. Effectiveness. Each step of algorithm must be easily convertible program statement. Effectiveness. In effectiveness means each step of algorithm must be convertible program statements. Each step of algorithm must be convertible into program statements. Effectiveness means what algorithm we have written can be easily convertible into program statements. This is about properties of algorithm. In programming language, program design process has two phases. The first phase is problem solving phase and the second phase is implementation phase. In the problem solving phase, we will create algorithm. In implementation phase, the algorithm convert into programming language. And in this class, we are learning about algorithm. So algorithm, the definition of algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. And properties of algorithm. The first property is input. Input means algorithm must have 0 or more number of inputs. 0 or more number of inputs. The second property is output. Algorithm must produce one or more outputs. And the third property is definiteness. Each step of algorithm must be without any mistakes and without any doubts. Finiteness is the fourth property of algorithm. The algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. There should be an end for the algorithm. And the fifth property is correct. For every input instance, it holds with the correct output. Input equals to 2 plus 3. We give an input as 2 plus 3. Then output should be 5. Then it shows that the algorithm is correct. If the output is 7, then it shows that algorithm is wrong. So correct means for every input instance, it holds with the correct output. And the sixth property is each step of algorithm must be convertible into program statements. We write the algorithm in step-by-step process. So these steps must be convertible into program statements in an effective manner. So this is the sixth property of algorithm. Thank you, friends.